Best nuts go.
Honey roasted.
Oh, no, I mean like we're talking almond, walnut, like.
Oh, no.
And you know what I did?
What's that?
I reared back and I smoked him in the chest. Knocked him back and I said, boy, we need to stop playing games with Jesus. Welcome back to the In Your Face Evangelism Podcast. I mean, wait, never mind. Wait a minute. At your throat Evangelism Podcast. I'm here. I'm your boy Sprites. Smacking Jesus into you. Actually, this is the Dragon's Well, but welcome back. we out here just smoking kids for Jesus.
For Jesus.
Yeah.
All
By the way, we did not physically hurt any kids in the making of this podcast.
No.
But you know,
our
sometimes
our job would frown on that, I think.
Yeah, sometimes.
Probably.
Sometimes. Well, I mean, a lot of them frown anyways. Right?
I don't know what you're talking about. I whip my kids all the time.
Yeah. They still have a smile on their face.
Oh, yeah, they do, because they're told.
Yeah. You go to school and you put a smile on your face.
That's right. You stop telling your teachers I beat you.
Yeah.
Because, that's when they come after you.
Yeah, for sure. They really do.
Yeah.
Barreling down.
Mm-hmm.
That is a serious problem. Not to get more serious than we need to be because,
Are you talking about the teachers bullying me because I spank my kids when they deserve it?
True. See, that's the key word. There's a very crucial word in there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's when they deserve it, or phrase, rather. Yeah, when they deserve it.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
they deserve it. They need it. It's good for them. But, like I said, welcome back. I'm your host, Sprites. We are glad to have you back to the Dragon's Well. I'm joined with me, my good pal, my good friend, Maverick. Hopefully you haven't smoked any kids for Jesus, but
not today.
Yeah, not today.
Today.
Sometimes that Bible comes around.
I don't know. God's doing a whole lot of smoking here in Texas.
Man, y'all pray for us.
Yeah, we need y'all pray for rain for us.
Yeah,
rain.
Texas. You mean Texifornia?
Texifornia.
We are under fire, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Do we blame Austin?
That's yes.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I got a cousin that lives down there. I probably blame her.
Listen, I say that all day long and joking, but like that's a serious issue throughout a lot of Texas now, man. Yeah, it is. But anyway,
you talking about the heat or the other stuff?
All of it. Yeah, I think the answer is yes to that. Yes,
yes,
absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, to everything.
Take that how you will.
That's when the question, the multiple choice question, gives you: is it A? Is it B? Is it C? Is it all of the above? You double check. You double circle all of the above because that's what it is.
Yeah, right.
All of the above. But guys, we're so glad to have you back. We have I think a pretty good episode with some pretty awesome questions and some news to bring forth. And if you kind of kept up with it yourself, you're going to notice that there's not a whole lot of news going on right now in the gaming spectrum, the gaming sphere, if you will. There's some, but
and so that's disappointing because here Gamescom is here. Yeah. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I don't know. It's Con. I keep going to call it Gamescom, and I think it's Gamescom.
Well, so here's the thing about a lot of these. Most of the time, they're calm. Like, I think they're cons because a lot of them turn out to be more like. So recently there was Smash Con, right?
Oh yeah.
And I heard a lot of professionals talking about how it's more like a convention than a tournament.
Yeah.
Right, and it's like a big tournament. Like every year, it's like one of the majors.
Yeah.
But it's still more of like a convention. So I think a lot of times when they just add that, I don't know if I don't think it's actually abbreviated, just an abbreviation for convention. But I think that's why they're like, hey. So I would say it's probably GameCon. But
I honestly don't know where it takes place. I did not take the time to look. I know we couldn't travel there, but I know that they had the opening night at 2:00 p.m. like our time. So, it's overseas somewhere. I don't know where. But I will say, we're halfway through it. I think it started on Tuesday. We are rolling up on Thursday recording this. So we're a couple days into it. There's been some stuff released. Of course, Rocksteady came out and decided that they were going to... they posted on Twitter, actually. It was the Arkham trilogy. They've got it set for Switch coming out in October.
Dude, Switch is eating. If you play Switch, you're eating right now. Oh, yeah. That's crazy. Which we knew this from back in the Direct, but I don't think the Direct dropped. I think it did. It did drop that it was going to be in October.
They announced it. I don't think they announced the date. This was more of like the date release for it.
I'm really wondering how it's going to play. Because it's kind of a graphic heavy game.
I think the first two will be okay because the first two originally came out on 360.
Oh, okay, yeah, it should be fine then.
Yeah. I think they both came out on 360. I know the first one did. The second one.
What's the newest one was like pretty.
Oh man, it was great.
Insane looking.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to run on. I don't know how that's going to run on Switch.
Yeah, it's going to be making those. It's going to be making some DSL noises in the background.
I'm surprised it wasn't a cloud version. It wasn't announced as a cloud version, and it may still be. They haven't.
Yeah, they haven't disclosed anything.
Yeah, I don't think they've said that yet. But it is cool because like Halloween is essentially when Arkham Knight takes place. So, kind of releasing it during the month of October. We're getting ready for Halloween. That's cool.
Yep.
But
a lot of costumes and stuff. And that's cool.
But
good marketing strategy, too.
I don't know. So, but we've got some stuff on Mortal Kombat 1. And, don't forget, we got to reach out to... we got a new Mortal Kombat game coming out. And then the movies... I don't know when it's coming out. I'm sure all this strike stuff has got all the dates messed up with all that. But we I got with our boy and holler at him and do that collab that we talked about. With the Mortal Kombat stuff, especially with the new game coming out.
Yeah. Well, we definitely need to get with him. I think it's going to be interesting too to see. I mean, I don't know if we consider him a professional. I guess I would, because what really is a professional in that, right? But if he's serious about dissecting movies and like breaking it down and whatnot, I think it would be interesting to hear the perspective of somebody else that like does that and is engaged, right? And very intrigued by breaking it down that way, because and just kind of looking at it from that perspective because I feel like I'm a very, I don't know. I feel like I'm a very basic movie watcher. I don't know why. It's just like I know why. Y'all ready for this? Y'all listen. I know exactly why. And a reference about to be eaten right now. He's smiling ear to ear. I know exactly why. I'm a smooth brain. That's why. Right, I got an easy itch to itch, man. You give me some explosions, some Michael Bay level, No. Dude, I'm drooling from the mouth. Not necessarily Michael Bay himself, but I'm just talking about like you give me some good action, maybe some witty dialogue.
Oh, so you like the new Disney Star Wars then?
No, I haven't seen the new. Well, wait, which one are you talking about?
Any of it?
I haven't seen. Speaking of which, Ahsoka just came out.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I wonder how. I hope they don't butcher her character because Ahsoka's a really cool character.
Yeah.
One of the only gray Jedi ever, which is really cool.
Well, I see that's the thing I'm worried about. I just feel like it's
right up there with Swag Gon Jin. Old taking himself. I will find you.
I don't know,
and
man.
I'll use the Force on you.
I just don't know if it's going to be
Swag John Jin.
I don't think they'll do the character justice. I just really don't.
I don't. I mean, it's just.
I mean, after what they did to Nick Fury.
Yeah. Nicholas.
Yeah.
See, I haven't watched any of that. I've been after really the end of what is it, the second phase in the Marvel Cinematic, I just kind of fell off, man.
Yeah.
I just fell off, And maybe that's also because I was around the time that I had kids and everything, but it's just, and I couldn't go into the theaters.
We went all the way to Endgame after Phase 3.
Oh, okay, that's Phase 3.
Yes.
Okay, I thought we're in Phase 4 or 5. Where are we in?
I think
the multiverse.
Phase 4.
Yeah.
Maybe Phase 4 ended. We're about to jump into Phase 5. But it's like there was no clear ending for 4 because the whole phase was garbage.
Kind of, yeah.
Except for the Spider-Man. Yeah.
Okay, so I watched the newest Spider-Man. Yes.
Okay. I would just quit.
Yeah.
I would just quit watching it after that.
Well, like all of the... So we started watching Loki, and I actually liked Loki, but I think a lot of the show was probably just carried by Tom, to be honest with you.
It fell down pretty quick, though. It didn't...
I feel like the pacing was a little slow, too,
for
for me. Like, it just took forever to get into it, you know what I mean?
Well, a lot of... I liked the beginning of Agents of... not Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the
Secret Invasion thing?
Yeah. So
I haven't watched it.
I got about 4 episodes in, I think, and I mean it was decent.
Yeah.
And then I just fell off because I saw something about how what they were. I could see the writing on the wall what they were doing to Fury, and I just was like, look, this is you've built this strong character.
Yeah.
And then you're just gonna tear him down.
One of my biggest pet peeves in all of movies, and it happens so much in anime, man, so much, and it bothers me to no end. And that is where you get this character that throughout the whole show has been known for not only his strength, maybe physical prowess, but even more so his mental or his intellect. His ability to predict things or at least have contingencies.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, or during the final boss, this character cannot overcome that final boss just because of the fact that they're not the main protag.
Yeah.
Right? And so it's you can outsmart everybody, but you can't outsmart this guy that literally had a generic, streamlined way of gaining power, and you can't beat him?
Yeah.
You can't find a way.
That's what they did to my boy Vegeta.
Man, yeah, well,
through the whole series.
I mean, oh yeah.
I mean, they never gave him there were a couple of opportunities where they showed,
yeah,
but
they did. I mean, you get things so Goku took Frieza, right?
Yeah.
You could have gave him Cell, and this is coming from somebody whose favorite character is Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan.
Yeah.
Right. That is the best transformation, hands down, to me. And just a sick fight.
So you collecting all the characters for Gohan then?
Oh, I have. Yeah, I have all of the Dokkan Super Saiyan 2 Gohans. Yeah, absolutely. Yep, every single one of them. I got one of them rainbowed, the best one. I got him rainbowed.
Yeah.
He is maxed out. He's just not that I'm targeting him. It's just it just happened that way. I actually have multiple copies past the limit that I have, but
I need to get it back into playing again.
I have an addiction.
Well,
I'm addicted to Gohan. I mean, I'm addicted to Gohan. Not Gohan. But
there's you some more. There's you some more. Whatever.
Yeah.
For reference.
Yeah, for reference. Just ammo for.
There you go.
For this dude.
Yeah. Ammo. That's the word I was looking for.
Giving a little. Well, I'm not even gonna say that, but yeah. So it's just a pet peeve of mine, man. But going back to it, I'm a very simple person. I know a lot of people enjoy these very deep movies and what, and I'm not gonna bash on them, and I like some of them too. But it's I keep it a buck with you. It's just as a cat, and most of the time when I'm watching movies, I want to just shut my brain off.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
I know that sounds kind of silly, but
that's why
you're not going to catch me. Very rarely are you going to catch me watching a documentary.
That's why I play Fortnite. I don't have to think. It's just
it's just instinct.
Yeah,
just go shoot.
Yeah,
look at this. Look at that. Hear that 10-year-old raging on the mic.
Check out that. Check out that Optimus
Get off.
Prime
It's 11:30 at night. What are you doing? Get off.
Well, that's when all the sweats get on. See, normally I would play after the kids go to bed so I could concentrate, and really focus on what I'm doing. And what ends up happening is all the sweats get on, all the little kids get on at night. And I'm like, this isn't even fun anymore.
Yeah.
So I just get back off.
I hear you.
But man, I'm telling you, so kind of going back to this, Mortal Kombat 1, RoboCop Rogue City got a 16-minute, which I have yet to watch, gameplay trailer. It's like a first-person shooter for RoboCop.
Okay.
And then we got some Alan Wake 2 news and trailer, which I don't know if you ever played Alan Wake. It is a really good game. Like, I started it. I don't think I ever finished it.
What kind of game is it?
It's like horror, kind of.
Okay. I was thinking way off then. No, I must not. Here, let me look at it. Let me look at it right quick. Alan Wake.
On the same spectrum as that, you know, you got these horror games coming out. Of course, which, I mean, you know, it's October's coming up, and that's always like my best time to buy games because that's when the best stuff comes out.
Yeah.
And
okay.
So I'm looking, you know, I'm a big Little Nightmares fan.
Yeah.
I say that I have yet to play the second one, but
I've seen people play little. So I've never played Little Nightmares, partially because I just don't like playing horror games. I don't get scared. It's like super duper easy, but it's still not one thing that I think the last one that I played was probably Dead Space 2, and it was really good. It was fantastic, but it was just like even that, there was some creepy moments, and I'm not gonna say that I didn't jump scare because that's just gonna happen unless you're like Kobe Bryant.
Yeah,
you know, and you're just like, I'm not moving.
Well, but
if you know on that one.
That's the thing. That's the thing about Little Nightmares, though, is it's not. There's a couple little like minor jump scare type things, but really it's all about stealth. So it's a stealth based game.
On
I mean, like
one?
you don't, Little Nightmares.
Oh yeah, I've seen
puzzle
it,
platforming.
Yeah, and you got like these big like creatures, and a lot of times they're like humanoid.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
I've seen like one where he's running through like a kitchen.
Yeah, so those two, the ones in the kitchen when they start chasing you.
Oh yeah,
man, that's
terrifying.
Oh yeah.
Well, and like it is out there. It looks like something that Tim Burton would make.
I think that's maybe what draws me to it because I love Tim Burton and his.
I
movies.
do too. He does a good job.
So they did get a chance to sit down with Zack Snyder, and he talked about this new show he's got coming out. I think it's coming out on Netflix, but he also talked about wanting to bring Gears of War to the. Ooh. And I don't know if it's going to be like an animated series or an animated movie.
Gears of War has a cool. I don't know if you've ever played.
I play. Oh yeah, every one of them except for the one that they ruined. Gears of War for me.
Yeah, the very last one. Yeah. Man, they had a... Now, I will say they didn't really have a super good, like, consecutive, like... You know how, like, Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3 is pretty easy to follow. It's not. It wasn't really hard to follow as much, but it wasn't something that... I don't know. It's kind of weird to explain. I don't think it was as polished when it came to, like... jumping to the next game, right? So like they weren't as smooth of a transition between the games, but I mean I still really enjoyed them. Like they were really awesome. The ability to be able to walk up with your assault rifle and chainsaw somebody down, like pretty much as your melee, is insane. It's so fun.
It's satisfying,
and it's actually a fairly difficult game. Like it has a lot of like difficult moments in it. You know what I mean?
The train. It was extremely difficult in the first. I think it was the first one. So I own the first 3. I did not play. What was it? There was one that was like a spinoff of 2. I think it was called Judgment, or maybe it's a spinoff of 3.
I know which one you're talking about. I think it's 3 actually.
The blonde guy. He was.
Yeah, where they got away from. Man, it's been so long since I played it. Like this is back in Xbox.
And then when you like fall into the hive or whatever, the creature, the big creature, and you're having to like saw through the. Dude, it was that was some good stuff.
Hey,
but I do have the original. I guess it was an HD remake, possibly, because it released on 360, and then when my Xbox One, I have the HD remaster. You
know, Gears of War 2 was actually the very first Xbox game I ever owned.
Really?
And we got the Xbox, and it came with it. It was a limited edition one, and it was solid steel, like it was metal, like a really heavy metal case, and it was sick. It was so cool. It had like the chainsaw on one side, and then you flip it over. Oh man, it's so cool.
I have the my 360. I think is the ODST one.
Oh yeah. Where you
it makes the halo noise.
My brother ended up giving me whenever he moved off to, because we got our Xbox like a couple of years before he left the military.
Yeah.
Right. And so when he did that, we shared that Xbox. But when he moved, he was like, "Hey, you go ahead and keep it," because he's a Jad, right?
Yeah.
He's a beast that way. Shout out. But he was like, "Hey, you go ahead and do that, and I'll go get my own." And so he ended up going and getting his own.
Yeah.
And I remember he visited a couple of years later and came back and brought that Xbox, and he was like, "Check this out." And he like swiped the button, and it was all sensory, So whenever he did that, it was like,
oh, he had
like
the force.
I was like, what is this? And he had the same one.
That's awesome.
Or the Master Chief one, or whatever. I guess maybe it's the ODST one, but
yeah, the silver one,
where
like silver.
Yeah, where like it makes the shield charging noise.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, that's
so,
what I got.
It was sick, dude.
Yeah, I was
like,
it. I love it.
But anyways, yeah.
But no,
good times, man.
Well, and so
you don't get excited about consoles like that anymore, dude.
Man,
I don't know.
I love the Spider-Man thing for PS5, man. That console looks sick because it's the spider symbol. It's the Spider-Man symbol.
Dude, see, I miss.
But it's like the Venom symbiote is like, and so the controller is black and red.
Hey, Spider-Man's gonna go off.
Oh man, it's gonna be amazing. But you know what is gonna be amazing?
What's
this other game they mentioned at Gamescom, Lord of the Rings: Return to Moria. So I mean, I watched a little bit of the trailer that they posted, and really all it showed was a bunch of dwarves with pickaxes, like chiseling in the mountain.
Minecraft, Lord of the Rings,
Lord of the Rings, Minecraft. But I figured it was right up your alley because I know you like dwarves.
I do. Hey, you know it. Hit me up.
Yeah,
dwarfs. Only dwarfs.
Only dwarfs.
Oh no, that doesn't sound good.
That doesn't sound
good.
It's all right.
Oh no,
it's okay.
So that's what the kids would say. OD. Only dwarfs.
Wait, look.
That's OD.
On Night Dive Studios.
Oh no.
They
Night Dive.
And so okay, we were talking about this and the other night in Discord and. We were talking about remakes and stuff. Yeah. And so, right after we had that conversation, Night Dive Studios posts that they're bringing. I don't know if they were in charge of the HD remasters for Turok 1 and 2, but they are for Turok 3. So, I think originally released in on Nintendo 64, and they're doing a remaster of it. And all they're doing is basically improving all the renders on the visuals and textures and things like that. It's still going to look like an old game. It's just everything's going to be smoothed out.
Yep.
And I don't know if you've played Turok.
I know what they are. I've never played them because I think I was.
So I have Turok 1 and 2 on Switch.
They're pretty graphic games though.
Yeah. I mean, and with Turok 1, they gave you more draw like visual draw distance, so you could see further.
Oh, gotcha.
So you weren't shrouded in mist constantly, like you were on the 64.
So would this be something that kind of how when GoldenEye came out, you really, I don't know if you've tried playing it without the N64 controller. But it's it's hard.
It's very difficult.
It's hard, because it's not meant for that.
I bought the 64 controller for that.
Is that you think it's going to be like that, where because it came out on?
Oh no, because Turok they redid. I mean, it's not okay. So this doesn't come out for the NSO. This is a game that you buy that's like an HD. I would say HD remaster. It's not an HD remaster. It's just like an improved rendering of the game.
Okay, gotcha. So it was a separate thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and I think they've got, so they talked about another game that they're releasing, which I still have the original disc on PC for PC, Dark Forces. Star Wars Dark Forces. I don't know if you played that, but that was what sparked Jedi Knight and...
Oh, yeah, Jedi... Is it Academy?
No. Well, it was Jedi Knight 1 and 2.
Uh-huh.
And then Jedi Academy.
Man.
Yeah, that was the first game that kind of sparked them. And I mean, I remember playing that on PC.
Yeah.
I will say the Jedi Knight games are hard to play on Switch.
When did you go to PC? When did you start gaming on PC?
Oh, I gamed on PC back when like, old Command and Conquer.
So like what
like
Gen
Warcraft
Con?
1, Warcraft
Yeah.
2, StarCraft. I was a big
Uh-huh.
StarCraft player. We played like over DSL because I mean not DSL. We played over 56K modem
Yeah.
connection because that's all we had, you know.
Uh-huh.
But
Oh, kids couldn't make it back then in the streets, man.
No.
You ain't gonna make it in the streets.
Takes 6 days to download your movie
Hey,
that you want to watch on a weekend.
on the weekend.
Dragon Ball.
That's what hey, they don't know, man. They don't know.
No.
Like listen, I don't really know.
Took me 6 days to download Tree of Might.
Man, the tree of my I've been waiting for Turles to whoop up on Goku this whole time. I can't even.
What was disappointing is you wait
saw
6
about-
days and you realize, oh, I downloaded the Japanese version. I really wanted the dub.
Ego got what called he was got.
Yeah.
God.
I don't want to read this.
Man.
But yeah, no, I mean, so I played all of the old like Star Wars, X-wing versus TIE Fighter, all of that.
Hey, Lucas Arts was eating back then.
Oh,
and,
man,
they were.
And they're so much better on PC. I will say they are much better because I have Jedi Knight and Jedi Academy, and man, they're so hard to play on Switch.
Yeah,
It's like you can't aim fast enough, or it doesn't. It just feels different.
it feels delayed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I just
that's how some of the games are too. On when you go play, like I noticed that is, you're right. That's a like, dude, even just something as simple as Pokemon Stadium that doesn't require you to like respond quickly.
Yeah.
Right. Even that is buggy, man.
Yeah.
It really is. Like there's a lot of times where you'll go input a move and it like input something else. Like you click over and it acts like you inputted A.
Yeah.
I'm like,
right.
what is this? Because you need the N64 controller.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and I have it,
Sinks,
and it's, I mean, I don't use it very often, but that was one of the things that I'm excited about some of these remasters, and I'll probably buy Dark Forces on Switch. I'll complain about it being hard to aim, but I'll still probably buy it on Switch.
I'll take this time then, since we're talking remasters.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and ask you, even though I know you've told me yours and the podcast.
Yeah.
But I'll ask, maybe you have something different or like, and I also want to ask this so that everybody else can think about this. All the listeners.
Post a comment on, send it on Twitter or Facebook or whatever.
Let us know.
Up. Yeah,
because honestly, I think first off, a question like this probably needs to be asked a lot more. Just like building, a sense of community that we have.
I would even say, I think when I post these, I can actually add a poll. And maybe we can ask that question, and anybody that answers, we can look at that next week when we record, and maybe
just kind of look at it.
Yeah, talk about it, and
Well,
we won't roast your list near as bad as we do IGN.
No. Well,
maybe.
Yeah, we'll think about it.
Unless it's reference.
But dude, getting sizzled, brother.
Sizzle.
Sizzled. But the question is, if you could have one, and it could even be like a franchise, if you can have one franchise or one game remastered, like not even remastered, but completely remade, like updated with brand new graphics, like literally just take that game, right? And maybe even if you want to improve some things, right? Quality of life changes or whatever, but take that game and turn it into a new game in modern era, but everything that you loved about that game is in the new one.
They already did that.
Well,
okay. So there's a couple. So like, I mean, obviously they're working on the Final Fantasy VII remake. Yeah, I mean that would be number one. I know we've talked before about seeing something like Ocarina of Time or
be sick.
Wow, it left me.
And not like chibi. We don't want no chibi.
Yeah,
All
no.
right.
I mean, as good
Like,
as I like
Awakening, Link's Awakening, but I don't want like quit giving me Link's Awakening. Quit giving me BDSP.
Yeah.
And I don't want chibi Pokemon. Okay.
A Link to the Past. I would love to see a full like remaster, even maybe a Breath of the Wild style like. Like like wide open, because that game was mostly wide open.
Yeah.
Give us something like that. Man. Or we were talking the other night in Discord, this question got brought up, and I've always been a Legacy of Kain fan, to where I know Eidos actually put out a thing. This has probably been 6 months ago, because I sent it out in our esports Discord. It's like, if y'all ever heard this game, please get in and like fill this out. And it may have even been before I joined y'all's Discord, but they had a deal where you could go in, talk about all the and it was mainly focused on those games and what we would like to see. So they were surveying to see if there was enough interest in making a remaster of something. But
man, if only every company did that, man, that'd be so cool.
Well, I mean, you've got you've got Legacy of Kain, Blood Omen, and then you have Blood Omen 2, and that followed Kain.
Oh, and then, I gotta look at this. I gotta think about this.
And then you've got Soul Reaver, which is, I think his name was Azrael or something like that, and he was like one of the vampire generals or whatever. And man, it's such an awesome game. And so there were two of those, and then they brought Kain and Azrael together to do. I don't remember what the third one was called. I think it may have been called like Bloodlust or something. And it was amazing because you got to play as both.
Yeah, you got to. Man, that's so. You would go with Legacy of Kain if you could.
I think if I could get the entire series.
Yeah.
I think if I could get the entire thing all packaged up and remastered, I would even take maybe a just a smoothed out rendition of everything.
Yeah, just not even like an
HD remake or anything, or a maybe an HD remake, or not even fully like redo the game.
Not even redo
like a
it
full
all.
remake, I guess. What's yours?
I actually just thought of one. I don't know if you've ever played it before, but I know at least one listener is.
Don't say Dokkan.
No, I'm not going to say Dokkan.
You say like a Kakarot type Dokkan?
Have you ever played Onimusha?
Yes. Yeah.
Onimusha was such an incredible game. You got to be like a samurai guy, and you go around. And I forgot a lot of the concept behind it. And
wasn't that made by Capcom?
So yeah, I believe so. Yep, Onimusha was made by Capcom, and man. It's sick, man. It really is. Like it's so fun, and I remember it was actually fairly difficult. It was a difficult game. But
well, back then, Capcom was making things like they were trying to do like not spin-offs from Resident Evil, but a different take on, and so
the Resident Evil style, and that's kind of how it was.
And there was Onimusha, and then but that spawned like Devil May Cry too.
Yeah. Well. Oh yeah, because the Resident Evil, I think, was some of the difficulty and some of the scared factor of Resident Evil, but it's also one of the ones that's most compelling is the garbage camera angles, right?
Oh, they're horrible.
They're notorious for it, but they're intentional, right? Yeah. There's no way that they're not, right? They have to be intentional, right? So when you're playing, was it Resident Evil 3 or whatever, where like you're running away from a nemesis in the and that building. I didn't
make it to 3. I didn't make it past the dude that was like in the bathtub in the first one, like the very first zombie you see in the when he's like comes at you. I'm like, no, I turned it off.
And the problem with that is like you never get enough weapons and ammo.
See that was not my jam. No.
Yeah, it was But Onimusha, on the other end, so like Onimusha had kind of those garbage camera angles too, you know, because like you said, they're trying to be similar to Resident Evil.
Well, and this is what blew me away about Resident Evil, like, you know, when they were doing repeat characters, you know, like Leon.
Yep.
Leon walked up in that village. Why did he not come up with more ammo than he did? I mean, like, he had just been through the Raccoon City stuff. Why would he not go in there strapped up like Arnold Schwarzenegger and the Predator?
Yep.
You know,
it's one of those, you know, pet peeve moments, man. Where like,
dude, I'd be mowing that village down.
You know for a fact that these guys would be far more prepared than what they're being.
Yeah, I mean,
these
guys are just for the game.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Well, Leon, I mean, he just knew he could go in there with his knife and take care of
Leon
business.
is a beast for sure.
Yeah.
But no, Onimusha is one. But my number one, which I've already mentioned this before on the podcast, being my number one game in general, but I would love it to be remastered, and that's Digimon World 3.
Yeah.
Like Digimon is by far like one of my favorite. It is by far my favorite franchise of all time.
So would you
so much? I love it so much more than Pokemon. It's not a contest for me.
So would you take an Onimusha like remaster?
Oh, I would love it to go like the distance, like touch, you know,
like full like Ghost of Tsushima kind of. Like,
and that's the thing. We already have examples of it being able to be done, but that's the thing.
So it'd be more like a Souls-like game. Almost.
Well, so the combat isn't as, which I guess with the graphics being a lot more fluid, the combat would also be a little bit more fluid. So it'd be
like hack and slash,
but. No, it was very similar to like the way that Resident Evil played, right? It was kind of like very clunky, and it wasn't a smooth, and it's meant to be that way. It's meant to be a little slower in the combat.
Yeah.
Right? You're not like, it's not as fluid as Ghost, right? Where you're like dodge rolling around and you're parrying on the 0.001 second, you know, parry. You're like, there's none of that, right?
Because like Elden Ring dodging.
Yeah, but that's also because of graphics, right? The limited graphics and the way that it's designed. So I don't know how that would actually affect Onimusha. I think it would be awesome though,
because it's on Switch.
So Onimusha is?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, well, they Capcom released a bunch of games. So they released like Devil May Cry 1 through 3, and they released that on Switch. I think it goes on sale all the time. It's like $7.
I remember it was I encourage, like, if there's ever a time where you're just like, okay, I'm not gonna eat out today, you know what I mean, I'm gonna throw $7. It's a fun game, and I remember that it had a really awesome twist. The storyline was great, and I think there's multiple games, and I think I only played the first two. I don't know if there's any more than that, but they're both good, really good.
I have to check that out.
They're difficult, and there's an awesome plot twist. Oh. Okay. There's so many. So
Digimon, would you go full remaster?
Absolutely, yeah. Full remaster, or just reboot everything,
like
as well.
Give it the Violet Scarlet.
Yeah, have my Digimon turn their heads.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just there's so much there but the thing about Digimon,
did you glitch instead of Digivolve?
Yeah. Did you spasm? Go warp Digispasm too. The emergency room. Get it. Listen. It's about time that they have a glitch War Greymon or glitch Greymon. That's one thing about. I love. There's this meme about Digimon, there's a meme about like Pokemon and their evolution, and it shows like a cat into like a bigger cat into like a lion, right? Where it's like, okay, or like a lion standing up or something, right? Because for some reason the last evolutions all have to stand up, but in Digimon it shows like a puppy transformed into like a velociraptor into like a refrigerator with RPGs.
Yeah. Well, when the kids were wanting to watch it, and I pulled it up, I was like,
it
look at
makes
these little gooey,
bro. The worst one. We actually talked about this last night. My buddy, one of my buddies in the Discord chat, we're talking about the best Digimon series, right?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of them, and season 2 is kind of notorious for being one of the best, and it is. It's fantastic, super good. But I told him I believe that Digimon season 3 is better.
Yeah.
Right. I believe it has better characters. I believe all the characters are likable. They're all useful.
Yeah.
Right. For the most part, a lot of them are.
Yeah.
Oh man, I brain fart. Oh no. Oh no. Where was I going with this? I just want to throw shade and say that my opinion is better, I guess. No. No, I really had a point to all this. I hate when that happens. Does that ever happen to you?
Oh, all the time, yeah.
Man, I hate it.
That idea just slid right off
Dude,
the smooth brain.
The smooth brain. I'm telling you. So maybe Digimon season 3 isn't the best. Oh no, but all right. So season 2, right?
So I'm trying to figure out which one you were having this argument with, because is it? I mean, can I guess?
Strife.
Oh really?
Yeah. No, he's big into it too.
Really?
Yeah. Him and I both played Cyber Sleuth. I eventually haven't beat Hacker's Memory, but I'm really getting ready to get back into it.
Mm-hmm.
I just I devoted over 1,000 hours to Cyber Sleuths.
Good Lord.
That was one of the only Switch games that I had at the time, and so I didn't have internet, so I was really playing it.
There you go. I don't.
But no. So season 2, there is a particular character that starts in season 2. His name's Cody, and the name of this boy's name is Cody, and his Digimon is Armadillomon, right? It's literally an armadillo, right? A really cool one, kind of sophisticated, a little smart, you know. He digivolves into a giant bug with drills for hands. His name's Digmon, right? But he keeps like his armadillo shell, but he has like little drills all over the place.
That's like a Mega Man character.
It kind of actually is not even the half of how weird it gets. He fuses with another one and with another Digimon after Digmon transforms into Sakuyamon, I believe. No, not Sakuyamon. Silkomon or whatever. This dude is a giant Buddha statue. How did you get from an armadillo to a Buddha statue? Like, he's literally like, and he's shooting laser beams from his little baby eyes. Like, what in the Digimon is happening here? So, I don't know, man. But I love it. I love Digimon. I think it's just such a great...
That's funny.
The show is so great too, man. It's so much better than Pokemon. Pokemon's like, we gotta win the championship. Takes him 80 years, and somehow he's still 14.
Right.
You know, and then finally he wins it. And there's season 1. They're like, okay, we're in this abandoned place, or we're in this new place. At any moment we can get murked. Mm-hmm. At any moment these giant creatures could literally just step on us and we're dead.
Yeah.
Right. Not only that, but then finally they find out that they're the Digidestins, and they are there for a purpose, and that purpose is to save both worlds. And I'm like, one kid is like, I'm 6 years old. Can I go home? You know? And they're like, no, you got to fight for the world, you know? And they do. They save all of the world.
So it's got a
multiple times. Oh yeah, it's super. It's some of the scenes are like dark.
Yeah.
Like you'll see a Digimon like punch through another Digimon, and they're like, he just starts fading into data. You're like what just happened?
Huh.
Well, like they're not Digimon was one of the first like anime style shows that were not scared to kill off people.
Yeah.
Right? They were like, oh look, Goku got shot by the special beam cannon. We could do the same thing. Boom! Just killing a random like a main character. You're like, what? Sick. I love it.
Well, look, I mean,
Pokemon would never. Ash will live forever, dude. He would never kill that guy, even though.
Well, yeah, they just replaced him.
Yeah, I mean, he's still living. I guarantee he's coming back one day.
Oh yeah, he'll be back in the episode.
He's gonna be like, oh, right next to him and Brock.
Ratings will go down a little bit. Oh yeah, because Brock keeps coming back, right?
Yeah, I have no clue why. I'm like, Brock, you're a gym leader, dude. Stay at your gym.
Yeah.
Poor people that are trying to pass by, they're like, oh, Pewter City Gym. Time to get my gym badge. Yeah. They're like, dude's not in.
He's chasing Ash somewhere.
Yeah, he's chasing. Yeah, he's an Uber driver.
Bringing berries.
He just declines everybody that's not a honey. He said, if you're not a lady, click.
No, thank you.
But anyway,
that's funny.
So definitely Digimon. The last one, I guess, would be Jade Empire.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Jade Empire
was
sick.
such a good game.
It's insane.
Yeah.
This background was amazing. But I took that from my brother. My brother was a huge
big
Jade Empire.
Yeah.
He did everything on it. I did too.
Jade Empire came out about the time. What came out with
I think
Jade Empire?
Jade Empire came out on the Xbox.
Yeah.
The OG Xbox.
Yeah.
So it was so far ahead of its time, man.
Yeah,
it's great now. I actually
Fable was too. You know, Fable was.
Fable was.
You know, and I mean, I know that.
I think they came out around the same time.
Yeah, I was thinking that, and Fable came out about the same time.
You're right.
It was something was something on Xbox. But man, I tell you what I'm excited for, Bandai Namco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got some. So they didn't do anything. They had their like financial results, I guess, right before Gamescom, and they said that they've got a bunch of major titles coming out. And I know we talked about this last time about Bandai Namco coming out and doing all the anime stuff, and they've got Naruto X Boruto coming out. There's like 130 something characters you can pick from coming out to all.
And Naruto X Naruto Sun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Naruto Sun. Okay, and then we got some Tekken 8, so we got some fighting games coming up. There was rumor-ish, reference like this, of a new Tales game coming out. So I keep wanting to buy Tales of Arise, and I just don't have time to get into another RPG right now, but I'm kind of hoping that there will be a Switch 2 eventually come out.
Maybe with all these Tales games, it would be awesome to see even like a package, like a bundle.
Oh, yeah.
And because I know, but I also know they're like pretty popular. So,
oh, man.
It's like, and people are still willing to pay a good bit of money to play
the first one was Tales of Vesperia that I played. And I mean, I bought it on Switch.
That one's the one with the chick with the big claws. Right, she has like a big claw. Right?
Yeah, like a dragon type thing.
So like a dark. I don't remember.
Like an elf.
Yeah, so kind of like that.
Yeah, like an elf. Yeah. No, that was fun. No, that one had a lance, I think.
So which one am I thinking about? That's.
I don't know.
I'll look it up.
But man, I do. I hope Tales of Arise comes to a new Nintendo platform, and I can just pick it up. And I'm hoping that new platform has portability like the Switch, so I can play my Tales of Arise on the go. Because if I'm going to buy an RPG, I'll take a hit. I'll take a graphical hit and buy it on Switch just so I can take it where I need to go, and that way I can actually finish it. Like, I bought DBZ Kakarot, and I got to the Android Saga, and while it's not so much an RPG as it is a fighting game, kind of.
It looks. I actually thought about that.
It's really fun, but they said the Switch version plays almost as good. I mean, of course it doesn't look quite as good. It doesn't, but man, I almost want to buy it on Switch if I can catch it on a really good deal. Because Bandai Namco, they have good sales all the time. So.
Oh, they do.
I would rebuy it on Switch just so I'd finish it. I think I just need to stop buying RPGs on PS5 because obviously Final Fantasy 16 I'll have to buy it on.
I heard so, and I'm not gonna tell his story on this, but one of our buddies, the one that we don't get to talk with too much, right?
Oh, okay, so it's one of the ones we like. No,
yeah.
Sorry, reference.
We like this one.
Yeah.
He was telling me about it, and he finished it. And he said, "Man," he was like, he's like, this Final Fantasy 16, that is. He said, man, this game is like, he's like, it's legit got me emotional.
Oh,
like,
okay.
yeah.
So yeah. So I was actually talking to Reference about it, and he said he was telling us
he's
also
like, it's legit. Like,
yeah, he was telling us that he had said that, and then he finished it and was like, yeah, this really does like hit hard.
Yeah,
the ending hits hard. So now I'm like,
yeah,
because
getting mentally ready.
Yeah, like if it's a kid thing.
True.
If it's a kid thing, man, that's gonna hit even harder because
being a father.
Yeah. I have a hard time with that kind of stuff.
I do too. That's a serious thing. That really is. Yeah, like I think that's kind of a universal parent thing. You know, if you're a good parent, I guess. Like if you truly care about your kids, that would. Yeah. You know, anything in movies and
look, I've told you before, man. It didn't when Goten sees Goku for the first time.
Oh,
dude, that's like that hits.
It really does. Yeah, it does.
I mean, that like stabbed me in the chest,
dude.
Because I've watched it a million times, and then I become a father, and I watch it. I'm sitting there watching it with my kids, and I'm watching. I'm like, oh, this feels different.
Yeah, and now Goku's not all the cool, awesome guy that you see him to be, and you're like, hey, dude, you're kind of like neglected. Like, I understand you're trying to protect the universe and everything, or this world, but you got kids at home, man. Like, you need to like.
Well, it was the first time he saw him. He was like,
when he got resurrected.
He was like scared.
He wasn't resurrected. He
didn't
was
know
still
him.
dead. But
it's like the first time he saw his father. I'm like,
and he's hiding behind Chi-Chi.
Suck it up, man.
At the World Tournament, yeah. But it's kind of like, have you ever seen? This is back when Will wasn't slapping people, but.
Oh, the Fresh Prince days.
Oh yeah, the Fresh Prince. That one, dude, that gets me every time.
Oh yeah.
Where he's like, why don't we? Speaking of funny little thing, we've actually started watching that.
Fresh Prince?
Yeah, at night, going through it. I've actually never watched like a whole bunch of it. Like I've watched.
No, it's really good.
It's great.
It's funny.
A lot of it is pretty. It's fairly clean. You know.
Yeah. For the most part.
But yeah, man.
We showed the kids a Carlton dance the other day. And of course, my kid's like, oh, that dance was in Fortnite. I'm like, no, it's not. There was a lawsuit.
Yeah. But no, man, when he's like, I don't need him. I've spent 16 good years. He said, I taught myself to hoop, and I'm pretty good at it. Or I've taught myself to shoot a ball, and I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Aren't I? Talking to his uncle.
Yeah.
Or talking to Phil. And finally, he lets it all out, and he's like, it's like, how come he don't want me, man?
Yeah,
dude, that hits.
Oh yeah,
I'm getting chills right now thinking it hurts, man.
Yeah,
the fact that's like a reality to a lot of people.
Yeah, it really is.
Man, welcome to the depressing podcast.
Well, we talk about video games
land of the sadness
and real world.
True that, man. Hey, and it just a little caveat. I'm going to get a little preachy here, but that's fine. Man, if you got kids, take care of your daggum kids.
Yeah,
okay?
Man.
Don't be a scumbag.
Look, if you're a dad, be a good dad.
Yeah, be there for them.
I mean, put the phone down.
Yeah, reference.
Dude's got kids?
What?
Oh, that's the silent moment y'all had the other night.
Raggy.
Wait, look, to boost this depressing conversation we're having.
True.
No. I mean, I guess this is kind of depressing. Charles Martinet, it's a me, Mario.
It's a me.
He quit. I mean, he didn't quit. He was promoted to Mario Ambassador, and I saw this tweet the other day.
What is that, Mario Ambassador?
Oh yeah. So
like he's a nation. What is this?
He is now the Mario Ambassador for Nintendo.
Oh my god!
So I guess with the promotion, that means you don't have to do Mario's voice anymore because he's not doing it anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, that sucks because since 1991, all of my childhood, this man has been the voice of Mario until Chris Pratt, but. We get into that, but so he's voiced Luigi, Wario, Waluigi, Metal Mario, Shadow Mario, Mini Mario toys, Baby Mario, Baby Luigi, and Baby Wario.
Man.
So I don't know if he's going to be the ambassador to all of those people. It's like his kids, man.
Yeah, like he is the Mario universe.
He is the Mario universe. And so I don't know. I don't know if he's going to stop voicing all of them or if, everybody's going to start sounding different. I don't know how I feel about that because, when Luigi walks around Luigi's mansion, he's calling, Mario with his little, shaking voice and stuff. I mean, I'm going to miss that. It's going to sound different.
Well, maybe. I mean, there's a lot of people that can do very good Mario impressions. So maybe they'll make it seamless.
Look, I'm looking about to get Mario hired though by is they Nintendo. Look, hey. I love this podcast, but we'd have to do this remote.
Me or Pratt, huh?
Yeah.
Let us know.
Yeah. Let us know,
Nintendo. Me or Pratt.
Look, I'm cheaper than Pratt too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fairly cheap. I am fairly cheap for sure.
But no, I mean,
I will work for food.
Yeah. I told
food and board.
I told somebody the other day I'd work for peanuts.
Yeah, peanuts.
If they were good peanuts.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, all right, get on.
Like honey roasted peanuts. I mean, there's something like that.
Wait! Like you would work? Like how strenuous of work are we talking here?
Oh no! I don't like. Nope.
Yeah,
it would have to be something
like your current job. You would work for peanuts.
Oh no!
Oh okay.
No, I got too many people harassing me at my current job.
True. Yeah. Hey, it's about to get way off topic. We're like, see you later, Mario. By the way, best. I can't even say this without it sounding bad, man. I don't mean it this way. Disclaimer. I do not mean it this way. Best nuts go.
Honey roasted.
Oh no! I mean, like we're talking almond, walnut. Like
no.
Best nuts.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah. No. I would say
everybody just floored.
Yeah. If
that's when they clipped the video at Russell Westbrook's. What did you just say? That's when all the sus like question marks start popping. Ding ding.
Intro moment.
Listen, it's a tie for me.
Oh yeah.
Cashews.
I like cashews
and almonds.
I like almonds.
Cashews and almonds.
But I like walnuts also.
So see, walnuts are a little. They're a little like heavy. They're a little heavy. Like, yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh Christ, the salt, Rockastin. Man. Anyways, yeah, definitely cashews for me.
Yeah.
100%. I like. Do you call them pecans or pecans?
No, it's a pecan.
It's a pecan. 100%.
Yeah.
Pecans.
We don't do all that pecan stuff.
Where did you get
northern?
What kind of can?
Yeah. No.
You did what in your can?
If you live in the north, I'm sorry, but it is pecan.
Yeah, it's a pecan for sure.
Yeah, we've always picked.
I do like them
out of the pecan tree for the pecan pie.
Yeah, that's where they're the best at.
Or I make a chocolate pecan pie.
Boy, really?
Yeah.
Those are like my two favorite pies, chocolate and pecan.
Yeah. Well,
you just mix it into one.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. You said you're not on a diet anymore?
Yeah. No.
I might make one. They're pretty good,
dude. It's
pretty good.
Yeah, they're good. I like. Anyways, we're getting way off topic.
Way off topic.
All right. Comment in our sections. Hit us up on Twitter. Best nuts.
Second poll for the
second
best nuts.
Best nuts go.
Yeah. They're okay. So
I gotta. I'm gonna get a text. I'm gonna get a Discord message right after this drops. So for reference, is gonna be best nuts, huh?
Hold on, because I gotta look something up.
Oh man.
There was my wife was talking about these new like was it? These new scents that are coming out. She was talking about there's like new wax melts or something, and I was like, oh, okay.
Is she big on like candles? She big in like.
I mean, used to. So she did like the Scentsy stuff for a while, and it was like real popular, and then.
Yeah, I know. Like, my wife's like super big into like, or I say super big. She used to be. She's dialed it back a lot, but they're so expensive. The Bath and Body Works candles, and she loves them. Which it doesn't have to be those exclusively, but you know, we have a lot of those. And man,
okay, so kind of going off what you were talking about, they've got like they've got a whole bunch of like different scents of these, like I guess they're Halloween wax melts or something. And I know like you can look this up on Walmart's website. There's one. It's like Salem Book of Smells. And so they got like midnight mass smells.
Midnight mass?
Yeah.
Like a Catholic mass?
Dude, I don't know.
Midnight mass.
Yeah,
Wow.
we should have done wax melts.
Yeah, and
Dragon Fire.
Yeah.
Essence of Well.
Essence of Well. Man. Oh, I can't even, dude. Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah, we'd have one wooden cross and it'd just be like a pine smell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or maybe I think it was gopher.
Ooh, we could do like holy water.
Yeah.
Smell like
water.
a little bit of lemon.
Have one that's like a real pure smell, like just straight up like dawn.
Yeah.
Sanctification.
With a little bit of
the sanctified
a hint of lemon.
Yeah. Hint of lemon. You're like, it smells like dawn.
Yeah.
And lemon.
It smells like.
It just has extra. Oh my goodness! I think we're done.
I was gonna say
we got some hardware stuff to talk about. No.
Yeah, I was gonna say we got like as we circle back around to Nintendo.
Yeah, let's get back away from the candles.
President Furukawa. So he did post something the other day that he was wanting to let like investors and stuff know that they can't rest on just having successful hardware and kind of wash and repeat the same process like PS5, Xbox, the things that PlayStation and them has done. They want to keep their fans happy, so they want to give them what they want, which what they want is better graphics, better better hardware, but they like the portability, so they want to keep the portability.
Portability.
Yeah.
So you got two conflicting things here.
Yeah. But what they said was they want to do all that, but they want to keep innovating at an all-time high. So like,
okay.
That worries me just a little bit about new hardware because Nintendo may decide, like they may listen and say, hey, well, okay, they want better hardware, they want better graphics, they want this. We're going to throw in a little like something, We're going to throw a like the Wii remote, for example. I mean, they're going to throw some weird remote at us. They're going to throw some fun new way to play. And we're going to be stuck with a box hooked up to our TV. No portability. I would like to see a dual screen. I mean, you could have it fold. I mean...
what would be cool? If they turned the actual console piece, the mobile console, into essentially like something that is inserted inside of the dock piece that has all of like the hardware you need.
Yeah.
So like almost pretty much treating the screen and the mobile aspect of it as like a cartridge itself.
Oh yeah.
Where like being able to put all of it in there, right? Because I guess the worry would be giving it, because we know that there's a lot of phones and stuff that are smaller than a Switch, right?
Yeah.
But have like the graphic capacity way better.
Yeah, but they're also $1,200.
You know,
too,
yeah. So it's like, but how do we get that at a cheaper rate, or like, how do we get that? I mean, I don't know.
I mean, well, and that's the thing. You have iPads, the iPad Mini, for example. I mean, you look at the iPad Mini and working in it.
So do you think they're like, they want the mobile version to be playing at that resolution?
See, I think so.
You think they want both on screen and
I really
docked
do.
And like,
I really do. I think that's what people want, and I just don't see it happening, because I mean, even at like the Steam Deck and stuff is capped out at like 720p. I think. Yeah. I mean, even the Steam Deck,
and the Steam Deck's expensive.
Yeah, and when you dock it keeps the same resolution even on like a 4K monitor.
Yeah.
So it doesn't upscale. You know, we talked about this before. Slap a high-end graphics card or something in a dock and let the online, I mean, let the TV, let the dock push those graphics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Let the, I mean, you got like hardware acceleration and all kinds of stuff that could push better graphics through the dock. Yeah,
I mean, it just comes down to like, if you want it to be mobile graphically intensive.
The only thing with that is you would have to make the hardware inside the Switch itself to be able to play a game that looks great and plays great in 4K. Yeah. Scale it. You'd have to scale it down.
Yeah.
And allow it to continue to play like that. And I think that's probably where they're going to run into issues.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult. Like how because really it's going to, like, I don't know the logistics. I don't know if it actually would be like super duper hard, but in theory, you're talking about taking a game conceptually and saying, okay, we want this game to be amazing looking, we want this game to run this specific way, but then on the same side of the coin, you're looking at it and you're saying, okay, I don't want it to just be that way, but I want it to also be able to run a lot less.
Yeah.
So it needs to be good across the board, which is not something that normally happens. Like, you don't find people developing games that way.
Well, that seems like a developer's nightmare is what it is. I mean,
it's like, we got to make this game good and polished when it's docked, and then this game also good and polished when it's not.
So my question,
and you have two different sets of hardware.
So my question would be, would Nintendo do something like, would they create a console that allows for that, and then allow the developers to say, to stamp a label on their system, on their game that says only playable in docked mode? Something like you got like Red Dead 2 or something that that they could port over to the Switch. Red Dead 1's on Switch now, and while they say it plays at 30 frames, I know I saw something about a homebrew kit that you could get that you could push it to 60 frames, but I mean, they say it plays fine. And in all honesty, they say that it's not much different than the PS4 version. So do you want Red Dead portable, or do you want Red Dead, on PS4 that looks the same as it is on Switch?
Yeah, I mean, I think it really just comes down to, like, I think the consumer needs to just. I'm not saying lower your standard ever, because I think it's important that we have high standards, but I think your standards need to be based on something that's actually plausible.
Yeah.
Right? And so, like, in this particular instance, it's like, do you want a system that can be mobile? Do you want a system that could be graphically, that can keep up graphically with these other two consoles? Well, the reason that these consoles can do that is because of the hardware that they're in, because they don't have dock mode, because, right? Yeah. So because of that, it's also, a lot of it just comes down to, we can make it happen at the right price.
Right.
All right, so it's like, guys, I mean, do you want mobile awesome gameplay? Got to pay the money.
Yeah. Well, that's
that stinks, because it's like, but at the end of the day, that's how it is.
Yeah.
That's how it is. It's like, do you want mobile, or do you want
Well,
graphics or mobility.
And I'll be honest with you. I mean, I do play my Switch on the TV, but my Switch is a very portable unit for me. I mean, I
love my Switch. Yeah,
we take our Switches everywhere.
Like I don't play a lot on like undocked mode, but the reality is like at any moment I could grab it, I can snatch it up, I can play it wherever, I can bring it up here. Yeah. To where we work and do this. So it's not bad.
It's not go to the roof and play on the park benches like on the benches on the roof like they showed in the commercials. It's not like that kind of party, but I mean like I don't have to unplug 5 different cables, wrap them all around it, pick up controllers, pick up that, and then come in here and hook it all up. Yeah. I can literally have a nice fancy little case. Yeah. Nothing crazy, but a little bitty case for it. Boom. Unzip that bad boy, open it up, plop it in there, put the strap over it, zip it back up, throw it in the bag, let's go. Yeah, and if you're looking for a Switch case, man, TomTalk is where it's at. I've got a TomTalk case for my iPad, I now have one for my Switch. TomTalk is
pretty nice, huh?
Yeah, they're pretty
they
nice.
They are. I can vouch for that. I don't have any, but I can see it right now.
They're pretty protective.
I've seen his stuff, so it is good. But well, the hope is that we get something. We will. I mean, Nintendo's not down. Listen, Nintendo's doing so well. They understand that one thing that Nintendo has. I wouldn't say on the other two, but Nintendo's been in the hole before. With Nintendo being in the hole, they know how it is in the hole, and I guarantee you, with them being on the mountaintop right now, they don't want to go back in the hole.
No.
So they're going to. I believe his words when he says that he's going to look for innovation. I believe that they're probably doing everything in their power, to find ways to make something that we want.
Yeah.
Now. In saying that, I also understand that they're not just going to cater to our every whim, because no company will.
Well, and not just that, but I mean, at the end of the day, I mean,
they're going to stay true to Nintendo.
Their IPs sell their consoles.
Yep.
I mean, they're, you can't get a more family friendly console. So I mean, this console is for families. This console is for hardcore gamers. This console is for everybody. I mean,
well, and at bottom line, the way that it's been so far is a lot of people are going to it as well, just off the sheer fact that it's a budget console too.
Yeah,
it's
$300 is pretty cheap for a and then
I mean compared to. It's the cheapest thing you're going to get. I mean, what else? Like you can get a really awful laptop for. What, $200, $300 probably?
Yeah, but you can't play anything.
But you're not going to be able. Yeah, you're not going to be able to play anything on that. Hardly anything. You got all these new consoles. I guess you can always find like a PlayStation 4 or an old Xbox One somewhere for a little cheap. I actually got a crazy deal on my Xbox One when I bought it.
Really?
Facebook Marketplace, man.
Came with like 2
controllers. I'm telling you, it was an insane deal. It came with like 2 controllers. It came with like 5 or 6 games, and they're all good, like Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh wow!
And that was when Call of Duty World War II just came out, and it was like the limited edition, like the awesome box with it.
Yeah.
I think it came with Destiny 2, Halo 2.
Oh wow!
Halo Wars 2.
That was a lot of stuff.
Got all of that. The Xbox, which was in fantastic condition, one of the newer white ones, and also a HyperX Cloud 2 gaming headset.
Wow,
$200.
That was a steal.
That headset alone is $100.
That's a steal.
World War II game at the time was $80.
Wow.
2 controllers. Like the 2 controllers and those 2 items alone is $200.
Mm-hmm.
Plus the other games and the console itself, dude. The guy just he hit me up and was like, all right. I hit him up. We met right down the road,
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, man, I work oil field, never get to play it anymore. I was like, I will.
Yeah.
Hey, Gave him $200
See,
in hand. I said, "See ya."
I have the old Xbox One, like the OG, the original, the day one edition, because I ordered it from Microsoft
back in the day.
Yeah, and it man, I never turn it on. I know that there's supposed to be some kind of like new interface. I think they changed the interface of the UI.
I've slow. I drifted off a little bit. You know, a couple weeks back, I was playing a lot of Skyrim and playing a lot of that. But I got back into, back into console or back into PC. So
yeah,
back on all that PC grind.
PC grind.
Eventually, though, with all these new games coming out, I'll probably get my fair share of PC and go to Switch.
Yeah,
switch it up. So
switch it up.
But anyways, I've been doing a lot of that recently.
For those that know.
Anyways, for those that know, absolutely. That's another story, another time, I guess. But
yeah, we're
anyways,
gonna hit
guys,
that one next week.
Good to obviously be able to do this. We thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys got some entertainment out of it. Once again, I encourage that you guys go back, maybe even listen to the questions again. Think about these questions. It would be awesome to hear back from you guys what y'all think would be one of your favorite series to remake, or maybe even just a game in general. Like I said, mine was Digimon World 3. I don't need all of them. I just need that one. That one remade,
the entire
and I will
legacy of Clint Kane. You know what? I would even take a collection.
Yeah,
just throw me a collection on Switch.
Man,
and I will play every one of them.
But I'm telling you, it's just, and I think a lot of that just comes down to, wanting to. It comes down to the fact that there's a lot of good games that come out, but there's also a lot of games that, it's kind of like we're in waiting. We get these new games, we play them for a couple months, we beat them, we do everything we need to do on them, and so now we're just kind of stuck waiting. Right, and so now
I got plenty. I've got a big backlog. So.
True. I mean, you really do. You really do.
Yeah.
I don't. Not so much on me.
I have
on
a
mine.
problem.
Right, because I can play these other games, but it's like, my thing is, do I want to play these other games? You know what I mean? It's like, it's like, if I were to play it, it'd probably just be pretty much wasting my time.
Well, you transition so much. So.
Oh my goodness! Oh boy,
that was for your reference.
Hey, we'll talk. We'll talk it. Hey, we got to get them on next. We got to get them on.
I got to figure that out. I got to figure out how we can do that.
I'll talk to him. I'll talk to him about it. But we can talk to him probably tonight, anyways. But guys, thank you guys for listening. We're glad to be able to do this for you. We hope that we were able to bless you in some way, shape, or form. Give you some entertainment. Give you maybe a little insight. Spark some thoughts in your minds. But that's about all I have.
That's it. So, that's all I got.
All right.
I would say, guys, again, and I missed this in the beginning, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, post comments, let us know if you have any prayer requests, and I will try to attach the poll to the end of this. But for sure, I mean, really reach out to us. We like building a community, so. We did that with our esports kids, I feel like.
Where is that at?
So the poll that I think I can post is like in...
Oh, no, I was speaking about the Twitter and...
Dragons W Gaming at Twitter,
yeah,
and then Dragons Well Gaming for Facebook and Instagram, which I need to, I don't post a whole lot on Instagram, but...
Yeah, well, I understand why. You got to dodge Instagram. Instagram's kind of rough.
Yeah, well,
But
you get one, you get them all, I guess.
True. Yeah, absolutely. But
I guess it's not even. Is it Twitter anymore? Is it Is it X?
I don't know.
Look, Elon's platform. Get on Elon's.
Get on Elon's.
The Musk.
That.
You're never getting your internet. He's listening to the podcast.
It's not. Yeah, I'm never getting my internet. Oh.
He'll probably shut mine off.
Yeah. It's not called... you don't tweet anymore?
No, actually, it is not retweet. Now, when you click on it, it says repost.
Oh, it's not retweet anymore?
So
you're not tweeting?
No, I'm not tweeting anymore.
Yeah. You're just musking around?
Musking around.
Let's get a little musky.
Musky.
Oh, man. I can smell it. Smell it.
Probably like that goblin smell.
Oh, no. All right. Well, that's our cue. Guys, we thank y'all once again. Let's have a word of prayer, and we'll catch you on the next one. Father God, thank you so much for today, and we thank you for this once again another time of us being able to gather and have this podcast and be able to just deliver news and hopefully some family-friendly content, Lord, and be able to lift your name up along the way, be able to encourage people, be able to make people laugh and make people smile, maybe even make people's day if it's something that we can do. God, we love you and we thank you. And we ask that you just be with all of those that are listening, Lord, whatever their needs may be. Lord, we ask that your will be done in their life. God, we love you and we thank you. In Jesus' name we pray this. Amen.
Amen.
All right, guys. Well, we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Peace out.